Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing tips and tricks part 2 for Dungeon Quest. So, I made a video about this in the past. Before I start today's video, make sure to subscribe as always. Oh my god. Well, I guess I could carry this guy because I was going to do Samurai Palace first. So I'll ask him. Won't carry? Can you give me some? Jeez, this guy, it has great spelling. No carry. Okay, so I guess I'll do it by myself. Joke's on you. Okay, so the first tip, Samurai Palace. You get speed at Samurai Palace. There are a bunch of speed skills you can get. One of them is the Flame Cyclone. That's the starter warrior one. Then I think the rest are Nightmare. You can get whatever the other one was called, the purple person guy that like flew. I'm very good at saying things, but let me eat this vegetable. Vegetable-y. Yeah. So, I may have mentioned this in my last part, but you get speed. And if you're wondering what speed skills are, Enhance in a Rage. Like, take Enhance in a Rage, for example. It's a speed skill. Gain a movement speed boost and increase physical damage by 90%. This gives a movement boost, which goes faster than usual. It's actually the fastest speed skill in the game. So, yeah, I'm glad I have that. Let's see if I have another speed skill. Well, I do have the normal Inner Rage, obviously, because I want to stock up on it, just in case I do trade Enhanced Inner Rage for something OP. Let's see, do I have any more? Oh yeah, this is a heal skill, but like Life Dash. This is another speed skill you get from Steampunk Sewers. Oh, here's another one. Arrow Rain, you also get that from Steampunk Sewers. Gain a movement speed and spawn arrows in one circle. So there are also like speed and damage skills, and there are like speed and heal skills. But not all skills are like speed skills. And don't get tricked to thinking that all aura skills are speed skills. Because if you use this aura skill, the Ice Nova, it's not a speed skill. But like you get speed in Samurai Palace. And regular skills, obviously, like this one, is not a speed skill. See if we can find another example of one. I don't see any at the moment. And by the way, even though you can get some speed skills from Steampunk Sewers, not all of them are speed skills. Like this one is another skill, but it's not a speed skill. And the skills from Steampunk Sewers as well. Yeah, not all of them are speed. Just remember that. You know, the next tip here is how to dodge thingies. So a lot of people like, I'll explain on the first boss, but a lot of people like when they try dodging, like especially like with the Lava King when it does the two lines, people try going in front and using their speed skills to hopefully clutch that, but that's never gonna work. They don't understand. It's never gonna work. So you see, with this boss, if I try to go, obviously that wouldn't work. Oh, dang it, destroyed him. Well, you see with these lines, like, if you try to go in front, like, it won't work, trust me. You see with these guys, look, if you can somehow find space in front, don't go into it. It will always kill you, guaranteed. Well, not always, but always move to the side when you're trying to dodge laser beams. And this works for any dungeon, no matter what dungeon you're in. Pirate Island, any dungeon. See, if you do it wrong, obviously, if you go in front, you're gonna get 5,000 HP done. But if you move through and you go to the side prepared, you obviously won't die. You can use your range attacks to kill it. So that's how that works. Another tip I have about taking damage are circles. Circles, when you think about it, aren't that hard to dodge. Like, a lot of people think they're really hard, especially with big circles, but they actually aren't. The good thing about circles is that with lines, the bad thing, you don't know which way they're going to spawn sometimes. Like these, like, they always spawn in front, but if they spawn on the side, they can side kill you. Like you see, oh my gosh, another dancing mob. I've had enough with those dancing mobs today. But you see, if they spawn on the side, they can side kill you and you wouldn't know where they spawn. Like if I come here on the side and I'm lost in Pirate Island, they can spawn on the side and you will never know where they're gonna go. But the good thing about circles is that they spawn basically in every direction and it's not nearly as big as lines. An example of a big line would be on the spider boss of Pirate Island. This big line, you simply dodge using a glitch that I found out. Kelvin GTS, shout out to him. And then use your range attacks to kill the spider. Now, there isn't really much more depending on damage. It's just always go to the side when dodging lines. Always be prepared with your speed skill, or if you don't have a speed skill, just run as fast as you can and try not to die by the circle. So if the circle pops, or if the lines pops, you can be prepared and use your attacks to kill them. So that's my damage tips. But wait, one more thing. If circles just come behind you, there's no dungeon where it's like 3 circles and then one just comes behind you. Like that wouldn't be fair. Like if circles just start coming from behind you, like the pirate boss, just keep on running behind, like just keep on running like that. Oh yeah, also another tip that I can mention. If anyone tries to attack you with their lines, and if let's just say the guys who are attacking you are up here, and you are up here. If they shoot the lines and it goes in the air and you are under the lines, you will still take damage from those lines. Don't get fooled that they're not touching you. You will still take damage. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a bug or something. I'm not sure. But it always happens. Like, I've never seen this not work. The thing with the demonic pirate captain, it's basically the same exact thing. The circles are going to follow you. So you have to always watch behind you. So when the circles follow you, you know where to run. Also, if you have any speed skills, use them to run. And yeah, see, circles are very easy to dodge. Like, see, this guy teleports to you. Let's just say he teleports to you. See? Well, I didn't dodge that because I wasn't prepared. If you always run one straight way, then you will always be prepared. Run to the side, I don't really care. Never stop when running away from circles. Like that. Oh yeah, and always stay away from the boss because they usually do some nifty move like that. And then if you always stay running, always run to the side if you have access to mobile shift lock, because then you most likely wouldn't die to the circle. I just somehow took damage from the circle. But yeah, that's basically all I really have for damage. Wow. Ooh, purple. Let me take a screenshot of that for my next drops video. Also, if you guys are like my old self, where you thought you didn't need HP, trust me, you need HP. If you go to reset your skill points right now, and then you put everything in damage, you're going to have like no HP, especially with not that high pot armor. It's not going to be that much high pot HP. So then you're going to die easier. And if you die, it looks like this, obviously. And the more you die, the more time will be taken away from your dungeons. And also, not only that, if you're doing hardcore, if you die with not a lot of HP, you especially need like HP for hardcore, is if you die in hardcore, you lose. This happens a lot for Volcanic Nightmare, especially considering that the second boss just sucks. Also the Lava King too. First boss is easy. But yeah, especially in Aquatic Temple as well. Even when I'm grinding with people, I still need HP. You can obviously die like anywhere in Aquatic Temple. Because Aquatic Temple is the hardest dungeon, and with these bosses you have no idea where the squares or the lines will spawn. And if you see those lines, of course, avoid them. And by the way, the orbs, just like, no, I hate those orbs so much that, let's be real, they just suck. And also, for the love of God, don't get scammed if you give your best items for low-level legendaries. It's the biggest scam ever. How do you not know that? I actually totally did not just die there. But here's the second to last tip for this dungeon. Or I mean, for the tips and tricks part 2. Always, whenever you are doing dungeons, make sure that you're dodging your moves correctly. Like, if the circle and lines come, always make sure to go to the side and always stay on the side. Like, I know we already talked about it, but it's something I really need to bring up twice. Also, the boss raid tip was actually true. You do need to remember that the boss raids, the bosses in the boss raids are randomized. So you might get one boss, you might get another. But it's just randomized, remember that. And yeah. Also, by the way, if you're playing like in a dungeon where like warrior mobs are chasing you, that was basically the point of this tip. If you're playing in a dungeon where warrior mobs are chasing you and they're really fast and you keep on jumping to avoid them, your jumps eventually slow you down. It doesn't look like it at first, but trust me, it's a thing. You'll find it out the hard way. Oh yeah, and boy, did I actually find it out the hard way. I don't know, cosmetic. That's a big rip for me. Yeah, rip. If you want to grind on Steampunk Sewer's Nightmare, either Mage or Warrior, I mean, I have the legendary for either one. Here's the Warrior one, here's the Mage one. It doesn't really matter. I definitely did not get the Warrior legendary in first try. Okay, but if you're doing Steampunk Sewers or any dungeon, really, you gotta do some skills. Like don't bring skills from like canals to Steampunk Sewers. Like this skill right here, the Forgotten Army skill. It's a good skill, but the sad thing about it is that it's from canals, so it will do less damage. It's from a different dungeon. So wait, don't start it yet. Or if you do start it, stay back, because you can't do anything yet. Make sure to bring aura skills. Even though they do less damage, aura skills are chosen to be the best kind of skills. Aura skills and range skills are the best kind of skills that can do damage. Here's an example of 2 aura skills. Here's an example of a mage skill, or a mage aura skill. And also, here's an example of a range skill. Like if you're doing like a nightmare and you need some range skills for mage, here's an example of some range skills. Like Phantom Flames or range skills, and the Volcanic Chamber skill are both mage skills. Or I mean, range skills, you dumb idiot. Also, if you're just trying to grind the dungeon like higher, just make sure to always use, if you're a higher level than that dungeon, use skills that are higher level than that dungeon, which will make it do more damage to the mobs. This way, you can make sure that you don't die to your unforgettable doom. And you know, no one wants to die their unforgettable doom, right? Also, when you equip armor, make sure that it matches the dungeon, because like if you equip like a messed up set like this, like what the heck, the set isn't iconic at all. So make sure to do some good sets. And also make sure that you see the physical power and the spell power. See, there's a difference. Like if you do physical power skills, they scale with your physical damage. The physical power skills can do more damage than mage skills. And of course I just died. And also, again, don't use skills from lower dungeons. Like, you know, those skills. Use skills like, this is a Samurai Palace skill. Samurai Palace is obviously lower than Steampunk Sewers. Use a skill that's a higher dungeon like Aquatic Temple. This way you can one-shot the mobs instead of accidentally three-shotting them or whatever. So yeah, those are all the tips for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and enjoy my armor set being lazy. Subscribe and leave a comment for some more ideas for maybe part 3. Maybe I could do a part 4 or part 5. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was basically it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.